Hi, well we're here on Sunday with the balcombe Community Protection Camp people and the choir and doing a sing-song about fracking, and I'm just curious to find out whether passers-by, what they've heard about fracking, and we've just met these couple and thankfully they'd like to tell us a little bit about what they've heard about fracking. So I'm just wondering, where did you hear about fracking?
Well, at home, like we're from Northern Ireland.
Oh wow!
They have actually sent a correspondent to America,
right,
to find out what a local community thought about fracking, because it is happening in Fermanagh as well, and so people are, want to, find out exactly what it can do to their community and things like that.
Right.
So they sent a Northern Ireland correspondent to America, so that was shown on RTV,
wow.
an hour long, where he spoke to the people who were protesting, people
right.
who were actually taking part in it, and actually, so, it is actually quite close to where we live as well.
Wow.
So that's kind of what we know about it. We understand that, it's boring the ground for oil, but potentially polluting the water as well. So.
Yeah. So has there been much conversation, reaction, would you say, has been in the town or area?
Not so much. We're in Tyrone, so we're at no threat of it.
Right.
But around, say, 30 mile away, that county is in threat of it. Their community could be used for that land.
Right.
So it's not necessarily, around our area, but if you did live there, then it would be quite an issue,
Because one of the reasons why I wanted to ask passer-by is because in England, before this summer, we hadn't really had anybody introducing the industry to people, in that a lot of people would have probably preferred to have some education about it. And because it's come about that people hear a bit here, a bit there, and don't actually get the full story of where it hasn't worked in the world.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a sort of fear of really finding out things, whether they're bad or good, and so in a way, a lot of communities are getting left to just have to sort of grope around in dark with not having very much information. So it sounds like your community actually had a bit of sort of introduction, which is quite good.
Yeah, it is. With local newspapers and local community, you're going to hear that quicker than you would in the city with X thousands. But in a local area where everyone reads the same paper and everyone's in the same type of mindset, then everyone knows.
That's good.
Like no one's being kept in the dark about it.
That's
but
good.
I think where people want to keep their heads down and not speak somewhere like this, people aren't going to find out the information, unless they seek it out themselves. So I think it is going to be harder to get it to more people in a place like this than, somewhere where, like, we live in a village of 2,000 and everybody probably knows what fracking means, what fracking is.
And do you feel that if there was a licence sold in your area, that people would agree with it being allowed in your area, or...?
No, people don't like change at all in Northern Ireland. Any change, good or bad, people don't want things to change. Full stop. So whether the fracking would be good for industry, if you were for it or against it, I don't think it would ever happen. People just block whatever they can that comes in, and things do not happen. It's as simple as that. I know things happen without anybody else's intervention here. Things are decided without going to a public vote, but at home things will be boycotted and they'll be rioting for days on end so that something will not happen. So that is what it's like in Northern Ireland. It is totally different. So there's a good chance in Fermanagh nothing will come off fracking.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Anthony.
Anna. Nice to meet you. And what's your name? Elaine. All right. Nice to meet you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.